Hey, Shelly from Best Buy's blog. I've been testing out the Arlo Pro 4 Security System Bundle. The Arlo Pro 4 Security System Bundle is exclusive to Best Buy, and this bundle comes with 3 Arlo Pro 4 cameras. Arlo Pro 4 cameras are 2K with HDR, and they have a 160-degree field of view. I just unboxed and tested out the Arlo Ultra 2 cameras, the same security bundle, so take a look for that video if you're interested in 4K cameras. These cameras have a very similar setup to the Arlo Ultra 2, only this camera does not come with a smart hub. Arlo Pro 4 has new anti-theft mounts. I'll show you how they mount in a second. It includes 4 batteries. It has a dual battery charger, which is new to Arlo. I've never seen that with an Arlo before. The Arlo Ultra does have that as well. And that is the security key required to remove the battery and install the mount or move the camera off of the mount. This is the new battery charger. I absolutely love this battery charger. It replaces the USB cable charger that came with previous generations of Arlo cameras. To charge the batteries, you just pop them in the charger and the lights will either glow green or yellow depending on what is the charging level. I timed the battery charge and it took about 3 hours to get to a full charge. So once your batteries are charged, you're ready to insert the security key and remove the camera casing. The battery goes inside of the camera. Once you've installed the battery in the camera, it will begin blinking blue, and that means that it's ready to sync. So normally with Arlo cameras, you have to sync them to the smart hub. It becomes your base of connection for all of your cameras. In this case, there are 3 cameras. With the Arlo Pro 4, you connect straight to Wi-Fi, and that means that each individual camera can be controlled individually, which is actually a really good idea, because then if you want to have one that's constantly armed and ready to go and is always capturing motion clips, then you can do that, and the other 2 can be on a schedule. The anti-theft mount is a combination of a few parts. This is the anti-theft base plate, and this base plate will attach to anything. I have it attached to my shed here, and you basically just screw it into the wood, and then you take the back end of the camera mount, the one that's actually attached to the camera, and you clip it onto this base plate. Then you take the camera itself and you screw that on to the plate. When it's securely fastened, you will take the security key and insert it into the pinhole on the bottom of the plate. You can see the pinhole here, and you'll just turn it until it's tight. You'll know it's tight just by the fact that there's still resistance, or there will be resistance when you're attempting to turn. If you install the Arlo Pro 4 properly, there is no way that camera is coming off the wall. I was pulling really hard on it and it wasn't budging at all. So the combination of the battery and the anti-theft mount really do make a huge difference with this camera. I felt very comfortable placing it in a low area, even if I thought somebody could grab it. I don't think that there's any way that they could get it off the wall. There are other security features on the Arlo Pro 4, including a siren. You can activate the siren within the app. Here's what it sounds like. It's not excessively loud, but it is loud enough to deter someone if they're in your yard and maybe make them think twice about trying to steal anything from your yard or come near your house. The Arlo Pro 4 has great video quality. Here's a clip of the video I was capturing of the side of my house. It has a 160-degree field of view, as I mentioned, and it really does take in the entire environment. So when the camera picks up motion, then it will start recording video clips. And one of the coolest things about Arlo is how it will record video clips and identify them. You get a 3-month trial of Arlo Secure with your Arlo Pro 4 bundle, and with that subscription you get something called Smart Notifications. And Smart Notifications will detect, when you detect motion, the camera will identify the motion. So it can identify a person, a vehicle, a package, or an animal. In my experience, Arlo notifications are very accurate, so whenever it said it was an animal, it was usually my dog's, and when a vehicle was driving into the yard, I always knew. You can change your field of view, or you can set up a auto track and follow feature that is available in the app. That feature will detect motion and then follow the motion around your properties. So if you have somebody who drives a car in, it will zoom in on the car and you can follow the car as it drives. The sound quality on these cameras is really great. It picks up sound from quite a distance away. I had them about 200 feet away from my chickens, and it was picking up the clucking of the chickens from that far away. The Arlo Pro 4 will display color night vision, and you can see here it's getting dark. I found that the light was interfering slightly because it was directly in front of the lens, so I would probably place them somewhere different, but it is nice to have color night vision because it does pick up details at night. One thing to know about the Arlo Pro 4 cameras is that they connect to the 2.4 gigahertz network, so they will not connect to 5G. And here's a look at just some of the smart notifications that you receive. So it was picking up whether it was a person or an animal on my cameras. Here's a look at the camera view on the main screen of the Arlo app. So you can tap on that individual camera and you can connect and you can view a live view. You can tap the microphone for a two-way talk, or you can view video clips if you'd like to look through the library to view video clips. You can also turn on the spotlight on each individual camera, or you can tap the siren button and you can turn on the alarm. As I mentioned, Arlo Secure gives you smart alerts and smart notifications for motion, but within the app you will see that Arlo Secure also is a cloud storage service, so it will store your video clips for you. Unless you sign up for Arlo Secure after, you can still continue using the cameras just as normal, but you won't receive those smart alerts and you won't have any cloud storage. I was extremely impressed with Arlo Pro 4 cameras, first of all, for the connection to my router. So I had them placed about 200 feet away, and they had about 3 bars of service. So that was really impressive considering I live in a heavily treed area, and the line of sight range on these cameras is about 300 feet. I found the 2K video with HDR to be very crisp. The HDR will just lighten any shadows that you have and really define the details in the video. Everything was very easy to stream, and I do like Arlo Secure for saving those clips and the smart notifications. I find the smart notifications really save me a lot of time looking at footage, and if your security cameras are going off all the time and you're always having to stop everything and take a look, having those smart notifications means that you can just look at what it is and decide whether or not it's urgent. I also think that the anti-theft mounting system on the Arlo Pro 4 is a complete winner. I have tried to pull those cameras off several times. I've got my husband to try, and neither of us can do it. So I think that it would take a lot of effort to remove the camera, and that does make me feel quite secure having them in positions where somebody could walk by and see the camera and in other cases easily grab it, but definitely not with Arlo Pro 4. That's it for my look at the Arlo Pro 4 security system bundle. It's available exclusively at Best Buy, and I think that the entire system is a fantastic way to keep an eye on your yard. You can see my full written review as well as other photos on Best Buy's blog. Thanks for watching.